How's it going, YouTube? So we're back at our favorite auction pickup, and here's the first part. These are 37 by 12.5 by 16.5 tires, and they're used but look to be in fairly good condition, and they go with that. So we're now loaded up real quick, hoping to stop at a tire shop on the way back. I bought 4 extra tires because I know that one is blown. Honestly, it could just be low, but I also see some, cracking here, so went ahead and just bought 4 used tires that look to be in better shape. There's nothing in here that looks like it's going to fly away. I will shut those doghouse connections, and then we should be good to go. Let's just make sure, yep, nothing in the bed to fly away, and we're going to go ahead and get this up and get it taken home. So, went ahead and stopped on the way home at my local tire shop, and looking to get them to replace that tire that we know is bad. Once we get it home and unloaded, then we'll do a full walk around on it. We got it back home, and it said it started with a jump, but it did not restart after shutting down. Popped the hood, because I'm like, oh, batteries are under the hood. No, batteries should be under this seat. However, I understand why there is no response. There are no batteries. So I have a 24 volt jump pack, which should be able to get us started, and then we should be able to pull out the ramps and back off of this. I guess I'm also going to have to look up what kind of batteries these take, because I was thinking I'd just replace them with whatever was there, but that's not an option. So let's go and get this hooked up and we'll start looking at it. Thankfully, this trailer I rented has this nice little step thing right below my door. But let's see, do we get anything now? Yep. Okay. So, I mean, we at least get lights now. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's enough. Oh, I think we just popped my circuit breaker too. Might need a little more to start this then. My circuit breaker cannot start the truck, so I went to Walmart and got 2. Stock batteries have about 660 cold cranking amps. Each of these have 725. I made sure that I'm a higher rank, or higher rating. Unfortunately, I was told that the size 24s were the ones that fit in here well, and they do, but they're tight on both sides. So I'm going to have to insulate this, because this box is metal, so if that battery were to bump forward, it will short. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and try to start this truck at this point and just see what happens with it. Parking brakes on, we're still strapped down to the trailer, so we're going to go ahead and see what happens. I'll also probably get some electrical tape and just tape up the connections for the moment so that we have a short-term solution until I can get insulation and put it all around this battery box. Okay, so just kind of looking around, this is air AC, so maybe this unit has that. Air filter, these are lights. Actually this is, yeah. I don't know what the unlock is. Hazards. And this will be your reverse drive. We'll see. I'm assuming neutral low. So I'm assuming this is your 4-wheel drive selector. But let's go ahead and see. We'll put this to the... Okay, so we got the wait light now. Wait until that goes out. Come on. Okay. So we almost got there. Ooh. Mr. Batteries? I don't know what that was. Let's see if we see that again if I try it again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, looks like it does it. My biggest concern is going to be those batteries. But we're gonna go ahead and let this idle some and just see what happens. 45 pounds of oil pressure, 3/4 tank of fuel. I did put 10 gallons in. Battery voltage looks to be good. So, yeah, let's go see what it looks like under the hood. Wee bit of smoke coming out, but it's been sitting for who knows how long. We got to the other side. So the belts and all look good, but that pulley down there is spinning. That's probably the power steering that they said the pulley was bad on. So let's go take a look. Yeah, so it looks like the belt's just skipping on it. So we probably need a new pump. We're gonna go ahead and cut it off because I don't want it to burn up that belt. The batteries seem to fit better this way, and then I just taped the crap out of them as a temporary, let's say it again, temporary solution. I do intend to look online about how people secure these. Probably a bar over them with some kind of, you know, contraption holding it. This lets me get it off the trailer, which that's all I'm looking for. So I am now going to pull out the ramps on this trailer that I rented, and then I will be able to just back this buddy up, put him up here, and take the trailer back to the person I rented it from. Nice and easy. And we'll take a little more look at this once I have it down. So, got it backed off the trailer with no problem. It does run now. Vehicle does not have the armor kit. I knew that buying it. That's perfectly fine. Windshield wipers do function. I just need to get the kit for them. It's like a $20 kit because this one has the blade, that one doesn't. And it's just a blade with a little screw. I went ahead and pulled off the doghouse just to see what the engine looked like in here. And honestly, not that bad for like being able to reach. I mean, if you ever had to pull the transmission for whatever reason, you have the bolts up here. I have no idea what it looks like underneath, but knowing military, it's probably horrible to do. Looks like this is an access panel for something here with a couple spacers. I mean, all in all, doesn't seem like that bad of a little vehicle. 17,243 miles on it. So, definitely a relatively low mile vehicle. But once again, it'll get used a little bit here. We'll fix it up, and then it's going back up for sale. A couple other things I've noticed while poking around. This zipper works, but the stitching's coming off, so I'll probably re-stitch this door. There is no door over there. I'll probably see if I can grab one door. Worst case, I grab two and I have a spare. I do not intend for this to be the last Humvee that I have. What I really want is a 4-door with the slant back and just kind of go to town building that, and that would be the one that I'd keep. Those are also very expensive. I don't know if I'd do the armored version or not. There's a lot to figure out. This is my first one. It's an M1097R1, and it's just kind of the thing for me to play around with, learn about, and maybe make some money on. I will, at this point, I believe that I am in this about $7,400, $7,500. On Marketplace, they seem to be anywhere from like 8K non-running to 12 to 13K for the 2-door model with the soft top. If you go to like the 4-door with the hard top and the nicer doors, I mean, you're talking upwards of 30,000. So this is definitely, in terms of the Humvees, a budget model to get into for me. It's the truck model, not the slant back, as I said. you see where, if this was the 4-door model, this is where the seats would be. I'll have to play with that. Maybe there's storage under there. I'm honestly not sure. This also is loose in the back here. So, looks like it's maybe missing a screw down there and probably some kind of retaining clip or something up here. And essentially, if this was a 4-door model, that's where the door would be. Looking at the back, I haven't even tried to open this tailgate yet. So let's see, how do I... I assume you can pull these out, pull it down, and put those like back in, because that probably becomes your, your max straps, which they're just cool. But it is 4-wheel drive. Max speed, it says on there, is 55 miles per hour. Once again, I don't know enough to know. I did put 10 gallons of diesel in here when I was on the way back. This side's nice and sturdy, so I'll just have to look at, it looks like there might be a couple screws up here. And there's, it's missing this bracket piece. But overall, not a bad buy. A lot of these little things I'll have to, I guess, get in there. That one's not quite lined up, but get them in and turn them so they hold. But no, this is what we got for now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. That's going to be it for me. Just a quick video showing this. Power steering pump's going to be coming up here soon, but let me know what you guys think of it. Did I get it at a good price after auction fees, after the batteries, $7,400, $7,500 in it? That's also including the trailer rental from Alpha Trailers, just because I found out that my trailers don't fit my needs at the moment. But that's everything. Until next time.